Hi, this is Lori. Hi, we're going to cover logging into the campus library databases and finding an article that might fulfill an assignment for you. This is being created for the Introduction to Nursing course, and the students there need to locate an article related to the healthcare needs of vulnerable populations. I'm on the portal at the campus My COTC location. So you log in there, come over here, we've got the little hamburger with the menu, and all the way down at the bottom under Campus Resources, you see Warner Library, so that's the way I get to the library. As you come to this page, one of the issues I have with students report that something didn't work for them. It's if you're off campus, you can't just go straight to the database. You have to go to this Need Help Logging In off campus to refresh your memory about the directions for that. And when you're off campus, you have to put a CT in front of your campus ID. So you are just going to have whatever your ID number is and put the capital CT in front of it as you go to log in to these OhioLink research databases. It'll have you select your campus and put in your ID. So just remember to put the CT in front of it. On campus, it takes you directly to the databases and you don't have to do that separate login step. I would suggest that you use start out with Academic Search Complete. That gives you sort of a real broad group of topic areas. And then once I get here, I'm going to hit Choose Databases, and Academic Search Complete allows me to add additional databases to the search so that you don't have to log out and go back in and search through different specific databases. I'd recommend, if you're a nursing student, that you choose CINAHL here, or CINAHL. This is a computerized index to nursing and allied health literature, so it would have other allied health topics as well as nursing. And we do like the fact that it has full text, so that means that all the articles that it pops up are going to be available right there. You're not going to have to try to locate them through a separate source. And then you could choose to use this box right here and just put your topic in. If your topic is pretty narrow, that would work. I don't have a really narrow topic in my mind, so I'm going to go to Advanced Search right here. And the other thing about Advanced Search, which I find extremely helpful, is that I can further limit what's going to come up when I'm getting my search results. So as you come down here for search options, I want to hit full text because I really don't want to be bothered with articles that are not going to be available right now. And I also need peer reviewed. That's one of the academic expectations, is that things that you are using to explore different topics are going to come from peer-reviewed journals, which helps support the credibility of the articles. And we can hit apply related words so that we get a little broader search in the terms that we use. And then for this assignment, it has to be within the last 5 years, so I'm just going to set my time frame to start at January of 2010 because I'm making this in December of 2015. So that's really all I need to do down there in those specific fields. Under these field options, you could specify if it's a subject term that you're entering, the author, a particular journal that you know the article you want is in, or even if you have the title. Or you can also just leave it blank. One of the vulnerable populations I'm thinking of, I have a kind of a pediatric tendency in my professional life, so I'm just going to do poverty here. Let's do poverty and health, and then I think I'll do children, add children to that as well. You can see we've got 6,554 articles right there. We'll add children, see what that does. Takes it down to 2,093. Then if there was some other aspect, maybe you want to say you only want articles that were from the United States, then that'll also limit it. Now we're down to 726. An article about human rights and social justice. Let's look at something. I want something that really goes to or speaks to the health of children. Behavioral and socio-emotional outcomes through age 5 years of the Legacy for Children Public Health Approach, which is an initiative that's evidently been researched to determine if through that effort they are able to improve the outcomes for children born into poverty. Which is really something that I would be interested in, because that's, you know there are problems. Okay, what are we going to do about that? And let's try something and then figure out if it worked. So this would fit the needs of my assignment. I can go to this PDF full text, or I could get the HTML, either way. If I want to print it though, the PDF is going to work best for me. And then it will pull that up here, and I can choose to either save it to my jump drive or my computer if I'm doing this from my own hard drive. I could print it if I'm someplace that has printing. I can also email it to myself if I'm, like, say, in the library and I don't have a jump drive and I want to just email it. It'll send you the link to your email address, and then you can pull it up from another computer later on. So we've got our article here, and you can go through this abstract to confirm that it is a topic that fits the needs of the assignment and is something I would be interested in. We know that it was peer-reviewed, and we know that it was in the last 10 years because we had it screen it that way for us. And this tells me this came from the American Journal of Public Health, and it was published in April of 2013. So I'm confirming that it definitely does fit those requirements of the assignment. And I'm ready to do my little paper, my research article, and summarizing what I've found here. You've got a lot of references in the back. If you're ever at a point where you have to get more than one article, you can find one good one and then just go to the references and mine that for additional sources. Okay. I was looking to see, some articles are going to give you the APA reference already pre-worded, ready to paste into your article or into your assignment. I don't see that provided on here. It's not there 100% of the time. But again, there are lots of resources online where you can go to see how to cite an article. One last caution here as you're summarizing the article: if you're using more than 3 to 4 words, then you should be very worried that it might be interpreted as plagiarism. So you need to read the article, digest it, and then put it in your own words as far as a summary. If you do quote a short segment of it, that would need to be appropriately cited within the work. So just be super careful about that. It is not okay to just take sentences out of here and paste them into your own summary. That is a violation of our academic code of conduct. So, little word to the wise there. Okay, well, I hope that was helpful for you.